Today, every single lib in Washington, D.C. is going to walk out in front of the camera, like Bernie Sanders here, and give some missive about how they oppose violence, right? Look at this. A democracy relies on the premise that people can express their political views without being attacked or assassinated. Political violence is cowardice. It's unacceptable in all forms. Look at that. Yet Bernie Sanders is on the campaign trail with this guy. This guy's name is Jay Jones. He's the current Attorney General of Virginia. Jay Jones called for the murder of Republican children, calling their parents fascist. This is something that he admitted to. Jay Jones was rewarded by the Democrat Party and elected into the top law enforcement official office in one of the most important states in all of America by Democrats. They loved it. So talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. They don't believe it. This is all just written by ChatGPT. They love political violence. They're in favor of it. That's why they never do anything to stop it. And we're seeing that, of course, across social media. Listen to the libs laughing at the Trump assassination. They're all calling it fake. Septum's ring have already started buzzing.
And didn't
Here we go.
hit a single person. And then there has got to be a setup. Has got to be a setup. Because who sat back for probably months? No way someone got a whim today and was like, let me go light this bitch up. No. Somebody sat back and planned this for months and didn't get a single person. I'm not saying, well, you know what I mean? Like, you thought about this for how long and didn't hit a single person and then got apprehended immediately? There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. This feels like a complete stunt to me. This man is stunting on us yet again because so many of his followers and believers believed it the first time.
See, this is what's going on right now. This is what's happening all across social media. Go check on Blue Sky. Go check on Reddit. Guys like this. It's always guys like this. They literally do the meme. It's not even funny anymore. They're the low testosterone, the high cortisol, high estrogen, low testosterone meme. That's it. This guy. Why is it always this? Why is it always this guy? Look at this. Teacher at Monroe Preparatory Academy in Ohio. I wake up hoping he has died. I go to bed each night hoping that the time I get up in the morning, he has died. For the love of God, just effing die. There you go. Look at that. Here we go. Here's another one. Once you understand how these people think, I think it's good to... No, bro, I'm so tired of these fake assassination attempts. Can we please get a real one? Says libs. They're like out demanding that the shooters stop missing. The owner of the Minocqua Brewing Company in Wisconsin, who mourned the shooter missing, is running as a Democrat. He said, we almost got free beer today because he would have given away free beer if Trump would have been killed. Either a brother or a sister in the resistance needs to work on their marksmanship, or he faked another assassination to get a positive news cycle. We'll never know. Regardless, I stand ready to pour free beer the day that it happens. He should be investigated. You should be federally investigated for this, because what you're doing is you're bribing people effectively to kill the president of the United States. I'll pray for better aim. Teacher says she'll pray for better aim. They're all teachers, by the way. Cole Allen, who went and shot up everything, is a teacher, right? And here's Jimmy Kimmel, because you knew that Jimmy Kimmel was going to fall ass backwards into this. We knew what was going to happen. And Jimmy Kimmel, who attacked Kid Rock and Turning Point USA relentlessly for hosting an alternative to the Super Bowl halftime show, hosted his own White House Correspondents' Dinner parody. And he delivered this. Here it is. Jimmy Kimmel roasts Trump and his MAGA minions. It's up on his YouTube. So here we go. Here's Jimmy Kimmel's roast. So he does 15 minutes making fun of Donald Trump. And while humor is still legal, a reminder that Jimmy Kimmel exists on ABC News. And ABC, which owns Jimmy Kimmel's show, has a right to broadcast in the public interest because the public is paying for the broadcasting of his program. And ABC gets these lavish tax deductions and gets to use effectively taxpayer-funded government infrastructure to broadcast it to every home in America. So Jimmy Kimmel has rules based on what he can and cannot say, based on those goodies that he's given by the government. Equal time, can't engage in sex, profanity, things like that. These are the kind of rules. So they've always been there. It's nothing new. Jimmy Kimmel isn't allowed to make jokes about the death of Charlie Kirk or the death of Donald Trump because how could you argue that that's in the public interest? But that's exactly what he did yesterday.
Our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
So Jimmy Kimmel is predicting that she's about to be a widow. What did Jimmy Kimmel know? Because Jimmy Kimmel will go get a visit from the FBI. Jimmy Kimmel is joking about how Melania is about to lose her husband. And this, by the way, was broadcast literally moments before that man went and shot up the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Got within feet, frankly. Got outside of the door where President Trump was. In this fake White House Correspondents' Dinner speech, Jimmy Kimmel actually joked about the assassination before a real assassination showed up at the dinner. Hey, Disney, when the hell are you finally going to pull this vile person from the airwaves? Look at this. Did Jimmy Kimmel, in his fake White House Correspondents' Dinner routine, really say, Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow? Yes, he did. 2 days ago, Jimmy Kimmel said Melania Trump will be a widow. It really isn't funny anymore. I don't understand. Hopefully, new Disney CEO Josh DeMario will put a stop to this rhetoric and hold everyone accountable, unlike the predecessors, and give the once great company a chance to get the Disney that we all loved. Pretty disgusting, people are saying. How's this even remotely funny? Who thinks like this? Why are they still employed? Trump survived 2 assassination attempts at this point, now 3. A millimeter in a millisecond saved him, hand of God. We are in a spiritual war. It is good versus evil. Democrats have fueled their assassination culture. That's right. They're not disavowing this. They're making fun of it. They're encouraging more. They're saying like, hey, Melania Trump should be a widow. Wink, wink, nod, nod. I wonder why this keeps happening. This must be staged. I can't be that many prominent people on the left promote this kind of action. It's horrific. Why isn't he fired? This is the kind of rhetoric that shouldn't be happening. It's evil. Take this freak off the air today. Believe them when they tell you who they are. 4 attempts on Trump's life. 2 widows lost their husbands. 8 injured over the left's Democrats' political violence. Disgusting ghouls. Just, yeah, a reminder, we talk about Trump getting hurt, harmed, and killed, but other members of the MAGA movement have been slaughtered by these left-wingers who have been stoked on by the likes of Jimmy Kimmel. This is what Jimmy Kimmel's doing, by the way, when he lies about Charlie Kirk.
The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political.
Okay, what Jimmy Kimmel says in this now infamous clip is that the shooter that kills Charlie Kirk is MAGA, and that Charlie deserved it effectively, and that if you are a left winger and you go and you kill a right winger, that Jimmy Kimmel will cover for you, and he'll use taxpayer dollars to do it. That's what he's saying. He should be taken off the air. Jimmy Kimmel should be pulled. It happened before. It'll happen again. We'll be happy to lead the charge. We're going to send some bangers on this right now. It disgusts me. And this is a bridge too far. Charlie was a bridge too far. They should have pulled his show permanently. We're going to go back into the fight right now. I'm so sick of this. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Pray for our president.